I'm Ariba Tariq Lutfi, and welcome to Sante's weekly broadcast, Nazariya, the power of experience. Let's continue our conversation about experiences versus knowledge with Pakistan's leading ophthalmologists and their practice in treating glaucoma, and share that knowledge with our viewers, especially the young ophthalmologists and the junior ophthalmologists. So today, I would like to introduce one of the leading ophthalmologists in Pakistan, Dr. Sharjeel Sultan. He is the assistant professor at UHS Civil Hospital, Karachi, and consultant ophthalmologist at Ismat Eye Hospital, Karachi. So, Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Sharjeel. How are you doing, and what do you think about experiences?
Walaikum Assalam. Thank you very much for inviting me on this platform. You know, glaucoma is the leading cause of blindness, and I feel myself lucky to give my opinions and my overviews about glaucoma management, and maybe they will get some benefit. The junior ophthalmologists will get some benefits when I will share my experience.
Yes, of course, they would get some benefit as well, and all of the general public as well, because a lot of people are going to be viewing you on this platform. So let's start with our discussion. So firstly, I would just like to, since we are talking about glaucoma, so I would like to give us a little overview about glaucoma in your own words, basically.
Yes, actually, glaucoma is a chronic progressive optic neuropathy, which has a characteristic appearance of optic disc cupping with characteristic visual field defects and may not be associated with raised eye. And actually, glaucoma is not just a single thing that a person can just examine and see there is some disc cupping and he can diagnose that this is a glaucoma. This is a very important thing which should be remembered by every ophthalmologist, not just a junior. Every senior and junior ophthalmologist should examine patient properly, because you will miss out the findings of glaucoma, in fact, a senior one as well. And we are routinely dealing with the cases of glaucoma which were neglected by a senior or in fact a junior ophthalmologist as well. So it's a very important thing which should be remembered once you are dealing with the cases of patients which you don't know if the patient has glaucoma or not. Your proper examination, proper history taking will help the patient in diagnosing and treating the patient properly.
Okay, so you are mentioning about the things that people or the ophthalmologists basically they should focus on. So मेरा next question भी उसी से ही related है कि what factors do you think जो है वो consideration में नहीं लिए जाते common practice में glaucoma?
Yes, actually the most important thing depends कि sometimes ऐसी practices हैं जहाँ पे there are a lot more patients and few public places like in government hospitals, there are a lot more burden on patients. Sometimes we missed out the findings of glaucoma. Sometimes we are unable to check the intraocular pressure. Sometimes we missed out the positive fundus finding related to glaucoma. The most important thing is at least to check the fundus. That is going to be mandatory for everyone before leaving the patient. Once you examine the patient, see the fundus as much as possible, like at least see the optic disc. What is the appearance of the optic disc, and take a very short history about the history of glaucoma. And wearing glasses, like the myopes are more prone to develop open angle glaucoma, and hypermetropes are more prone to develop angle closure glaucoma. So sometimes wearing glasses can also help you out, like the patient who is wearing -8, -9 diopter of myopia. So you might think about the patient is more prone to develop open angle glaucoma. So it's very important. Take a very short history and then go for the fundus examination. Check from anterior segment to the posterior segment. From anterior segment, you should check the anterior chamber depth. What is the actual anterior chamber depth? Maybe it is going to be a shallow anterior chamber and a deep anterior chamber, and you will get some idea about the initial assessment of the glaucoma. And once you will go through the fundus examination, the most important thing is the optic disc. Examine the optic disc completely, because it is going to be a physiological cupping. It might be asymmetrical cupping. Always correlate with the next eye, like if you examine the right eye and correlate with the fellow eye, that is the left eye, is there any asymmetrical appearance present or not? And then the IOP. IOP is also very important, but sometimes you can have a normal tension glaucoma as well when there is a normal IOP, but there is a significant cupping. So you sometimes miss out diagnosis of glaucoma, but remember it. Nowadays, it's we are living in the era of investigation. If we can go for the investigations, we will get to know what is actually the status. Early diagnosis and management can help the patient, and that he can see for whole of his life. So
Yes.
early diagnosis and management can help the patient can see throughout her whole life.
That's a very important point at the end, that towards the end, that you mentioned that early diagnosis is one of the most important factors. And
Yes,
of
yes.
course, this is true because if you catch on to glaucoma earlier, so it is easier to treat, or is it easier to manage basically
Yes,
for the patient as
yes.
well. Rest factors, the rest of the factors that you also mentioned was to especially check anterior chamber as well as posterior chamber, and not to miss an eye if you're having a patient and you have to check on the patient. So these are very important factors.
Yes.
I'm sure the junior ophthalmologists are learning from all of the tidbits that you are providing them today. So Dr. Shajil, I would like to ask you, क्योंकि हम अभी फैक्टर्स की बात कर रहे हैं, ग्लोकोमा की भी बात कर रहे हैं, तो मुझे अगर आप हमारे व्यूअर्स के साथ कुछ शेयर करना चाहेंगे ऐसा केस जो कि जिससे व्यूअर्स ज्यादा से ज्यादा लर्न कर सकें अबाउट ग्लोकोमा.
I have too many patients regarding the cases of the glaucoma. One patient was a young patient. He was using anti-allergy drop associated with topical steroids for longer period of time. And he didn't even knew that when I examined it, he had a cupping of 0.8, 0.9.
Okay.
And it was not just because somebody missed it out, because he was being diagnosed that he was having an allergic conjunctivitis. He was advised topical medication, which he was using it injudiciously for a longer period of time. And he went to one or two doctors where where he was advised, you just carry on with the same treatment, but please don't carry on the steroid. But once he was having severe allergy, he started using the topical steroids. So when he came to my clinic, his one eye was almost 0.9 cupping and one eye was having a 0.8 cupping, and his pressure was more than 44, 45. So it was not always a mistake, or sometimes we miss out just an ophthalmologist. It was mistake of a patient as well. Sometime when you advise any topical drop, you should ask them. I always ask my patient, because this is a strong steroid, you have to taper it off and give me a follow-up. Sometimes when we prescribe drop and we ask them to just carry on and follow, sometimes we missed their follow-ups, and they used to continue these drops for longer period of time. Another case was a case of a glaucoma, which was an angle closure glaucoma, which was being treated as an open angle glaucoma.
Yes.
And it was one eye was lost, and the other eye was having a 44 pressure. And when we went for an anterior segment OCT, the angle was almost closed. It was just a 5-degree angle opening. So it is advisable, once you go for OCT, why not go for an anterior segment OCT as well?
Yes.
Why not go for pachymetry as well, just to check the corneal endothelium, just to check the corneal thickness. So there are multiple things which can cover the whole glaucoma. Once we are investigating a patients of glaucoma, we need to have an anterior segment and posterior segment OCT, as well as the pachymetry as well.
Okay.
So there are multiple things which can help us out to diagnose glaucoma and to start a proper treatment as early as possible.
Okay, this is a very interesting thing that you told us, two cases basically, जिसमें से पहला जो है वो आपने फोकस इस चीज पे हमें ये बताया है कि पेशेंट को जो है वो ड्यूरेशन ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट जरूर बताएं आप अपनी मेडिकेशन की, जब आप उसको प्रिस्क्राइब कर रहे हो पेशेंट को फॉलो अप के लिए जरूर जाना चाहिए, सो दैट दे शुड नो कि उनका ट्रीटमेंट कहाँ खत्म हो रहा है. एंड सेकेंडली यू बेसिकली शेयर दिस दैट मिसडायग्नोसिस जो है वो भी एक इशू है, जिसकी वजह से जो है वो पेशेंट गलत चीज के लिए ट्रीट हो रहा है, बट उसको असल में कोई और कंडीशन है. So I'm sure I have also learned a lot from these two cases, and I'm sure the viewers will also learn from this. So you mentioned about treatment as well. तो मुझे ये डॉक्टर शर्जील बताएं कि आपका प्रेफरेंस ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मेडिकेशन जो है जब आप ग्लूकोमा के पेशेंट्स को अपने ट्रीट कर रहे हो तो क्या होता है?
Again, my preferable choice is monotherapy, but the main thing is you have to attain the target pressure, either in the form of combination and monotherapy. The main aim is to achieve the target pressure where there will be no nerve fiber layer loss.
Okay.
So once you are starting the treatment, you should be aware that once you start the treatment, and you should follow that your patient regularly, and to have their OCTs and visual field, so that you should know the treatment you have started is giving benefit to the patient or not. sometimes we started the treatment and we lost patient's follow-up either in our, sometimes we lost it out, sometimes patient missed it up, he never come up to the clinic, and still they have a high pressures, sometimes on monotherapy, sometimes on combination of therapy. So the most important thing is to attain the target pressure. What is actual target pressure which is not giving any damage to the retinal fiber or the ganglion cells.
Okay, so basically you go according to the patient, which is what obviously you are supposed to do. Okay, जिस तरह का patient है उसी तरह से आप उसकी treatment of choice आप start करें. So
one thing, and if the pressure is very high, definitely it is like 28 and 30, monotherapy will not work. Then definitely you have to go for the combination of therapies to reduce down the intraocular pressure.
Okay, so combination of therapy you mentioned. Do you have a preference in combination of therapy?
Yes, there are multiple, like topical carbonic anhydrase inhibitors are very good, and because they have reduced down the pressure, aqueous production, they all, topical carbonic anhydrase is my treatment of choice, which is very good, and it can reduce down the pressure tremendously.
Okay.
In fact, when you're going through a combination of treatment, then you can have a prostaglandin analogs as well, which can definitely work well. And when you think the patient is very high, then you need to go for a combination of treatment.
Yes, of course. So lastly, I would just like to ask you this, since we are wrapping this up, what is your advice for these junior ophthalmologists who are watching you today for the glaucoma management?
My advice is especially, please check your patient properly, thoroughly. Just take a brief history about their glasses and examine the patient from anterior segment to posterior segment. Never miss out the finding on the optic disc. And when you are suspicious, don't hesitate to go for the investigation. Please go for the investigation so that you will get to know. Sometimes you think there is a symmetrical curve, there is a physiological curve, but because this is cupping on, it's your interpretation. Sometimes you think the patient is having a physiological curve, it might be a 0.2 and 0.3 curve, asymmetry, mild asymmetry is there, and there is an important thing. Another thing is IOP, intraocular pressure. Sometimes it might be a normal pressure, but check the intraocular pressure as well. So the most important thing, once the patient comes to you, check the intraocular pressure. Don't even think the patient is young. Might be when, as I told you, the patient was on steroids. He was being on steroid for a longer period of time. So take a very important history. Is he been on any steroid, any drug history, topical drug history, and history of myopia, hypermetropia, and any history of glaucoma in the family? So that play a very important role to come up to your diagnosis, and then you further evaluate regarding the examination, the anti-segment and the posterior segment examination.
Okay, so basically to summarize this, that the ophthalmologist, they should take a detailed history of the patient and also do a thorough examination or investigation, as you said earlier, that this is the era of investigation. So I think I have also learned a lot from your session today, and I'm sure the junior ophthalmologists will be very thankful to you that you have shared your experience and your knowledge with us. So I would like to say Allah Hafiz to you as well, and to viewers as well. Thank you for coming here today and joining us in Nazaria and sharing your vast experience with us.
Thank you very much.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.